So here's what I'm seeing. We set this up. I believe we set up like x plus 8 over x plus 29 equals 32 over 60. I think we got
Close.
maybe,
You did x plus 8 over 32 and x plus 24 over 60.
okay. So those, they do produce pretty much the same answer. Let's get this though in the right place here. All right. It is x plus 29 though over 60. I
Six.
heard slightly different numbers, but 32 plus 28 is the 60.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's cross multiply. 60 times x plus 8 equals 32 times x plus 29. This is where you might need that calculator to help.
Yeah. So like the arrows, like the 60 to the x and the 60 to the 8.
You're distributing in like you just said.
There.
So grab a calculator if you need it.
Okay, 60 times x is
Yep,
x
60x.
and 60x. Uh-huh. 60. And 60 times 8 is 100, 480. Same thing on the other side. 32 times 29. Okay, so then we got 928.
That's right. Okay, now do you remember what to do from here? You have to move the x, you have to move the constants. Do you remember which way to go?
Uh, yeah, we got the smaller number, we gotta divide, no, add, or whatever.
You're gonna move from the smaller to the larger.
Yeah. Then we gotta divide the 28. And 16. X equals 16.
You got it. Now, this one says to find x, so we're officially done with that.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you have to look to see if there's more to do. All right. Here is a new problem for us to look at, number 9. And what I'd like you to do is try to set up the proportion here. The big thing again is if you're not sure which ones line up is to use the letters. You know, AG goes with FL and GN goes with LS and so on. That could help you.
So X plus 7 over 24.
I'm sorry, you said x plus 7 over 24?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
And there's no second equation. Wait, no, it's X over 6.
Got to be careful here. So you said, so this is G to N, right? The X to 7, X plus 7.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be L and S.
Oh, that no, that would be 6. Sorry.
So this is x on the bottom. So this is the first one that's a little bit more difficult. So when you diagonally multiply now, actually, I don't even know if this is going to work. Let me check this here. AG 24. Oh,
Would
this was
x just
FL.
be x1 or
Well,
1x?
you end up multiplying your x times x plus 7, 6 times 24. Yeah. So you end up getting x squared plus 7x equals 144.
X squared?
And
Well,
yeah, x times x is x squared. And then you subtract 144 from both sides. So you get x squared plus 7x minus 144 equals 0.
we already got
So
the
this,
equal.
well, we're moving when you move, this one's different. Notice it's a quadratic. None of the other ones have been quadratic.
Hmm.
So this is solved differently. You have to find two numbers that multiply to negative 144 but add a positive 7. So the way to do this is to start, and you got a calculator, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Start dividing this number by like 2. What's 144 divided by 3?
48,
Okay, and then divide it by 4. 144 divided by 4,
36,
36, and then divide it by 6.
28.8.
It goes in evenly to 144.
Well, it's 24.
Okay, and then let's do, does 8 go in? 8 should go into that.
Yeah, that'd be 18.
Does 9 go in?
Yeah, 16.
There it is. Okay, so this last one is the pair. So it's two numbers that multiply to minus 144 but add to positive 7. So it's either minus 9 and positive 16, or it's positive 9 and minus 16. Do either of these work? Which of these works, I guess, is the
I think
adds to 7. Which of these adds to 7?
negative 9 and 16.
Right, so it becomes x minus 9, x plus 16 equals 0, like that.
Uh-huh. 1 second.
And then you set each of those equal to 0.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the two x values?
X value, that would be 9x and 16x.
You're solving for x. You undo subtraction by 9, you undo
Oh,
addition by
you add.
16.
Yeah,
Yep. So what are the two x values?
that would be x
Equals,
0.
no, you have to add 9 to both sides.
Oh, oh, that would be 9.
Okay. And then how about the other one?
You have to subtract 16 by both. So that'd be negative 16.
So x equals negative 16. So those are two x values. Now, if we go back and look at like your problem, like can x be negative? Like
Uh, uh,
look at what it is. It represents the length of a side. Can x be negative?
no.
No.
So x equals 9.
That is the correct answer, yes. Questions, thoughts on that before we move on?
Nope.
Okay. All right, let me pull up the next one. Don't know why it's not pulling up here. Okay. Week 12. Let's go there. New tab. That
Crazy.
will. All right, so up to number 10.
Mm-hmm. So x minus 2 on the, yeah, under, over 18.
Okay, that's fine. The first two really
Okay.
don't matter. It's the other ones that pair up with it.
Oh, and 10 for the other one.
Top or bottom?
X at bottom.
Where's 10? Nope. It's S to E. See how this is X minus 2 is S to E? So it's got to be J to E. This is S to E, so this has got to be J to E.
Yeah, then I guess
And
X
then
minus 2 is on the bottom.
X plus 1. So C to
Oh,
E, this is C to E, that's fine. C to E is the first and the third letter, so it's got to go with Y to E, the first and the third letter.
okay.
So this time we are diagonally multiplying again. X minus 2 times X plus 1 equals 18 times 10. Okay, so you do have to FOIL on the left here. Do you remember FOIL from your class last year?
Uh, no, I don't remember foil. I remember that it was an acronym, but I don't remember that acronym.
All right, so
So
sometimes students call it the rainbow method. X times X, what does that become?
well, that would X squared.
X squared. Then you do X times 1, positive 1. What does that become?
Uh, wait, can you repeat that?
It's the second rainbow here. X times 1.
That would be 1X.
All right, and then minus 2 times X.
2X.
It's negative though. Negative
Oh,
2 times
negative
X.
2X.
Okay, and then negative 2 times 1.
That would be it would still be negative 2.
Be negative 2. Good. Okay, so you can combine like terms. 1x minus 2x. What does that become?
1X minus 2X. Negative 1X.
Okay, good. Minus 2 equals 180. So you can subtract 180 from both sides. And you get x squared minus 1x minus 182 equals 0. Is that okay up to that point?
Yeah.
All right, let me check to see if this one works. Doesn't seem right to me. Does work, okay. All right, so same thing here with 182. You're trying to find two numbers that multiply to 182. So I know one works, does two work?
Uh,
Divide 182 by 2.
no. Wait, I put in 2 divided by,
You
wait,
have to do the big
182.
number divided by the,
91.
okay, so that worked. Does 3 work? Is 182 divided by 3 a whole number?
No. Same thing
How
with
about
4.
how
It's
about
not.
5? How about 6? How about 7? So
No.
keep
No, no,
going
no.
until you find one that does work, and you're gonna have to go up a,
Okay, 7. 7 is 26.
okay, so keep going. And you're only gonna want to choose odd numbers now.
No. 13 works. Same thing with 14.
13 and 14 work. So is it negative 13 and positive 14 or 13 and negative
They're
14
all positive.
to get you to negative 1? We want to actually get to negative 182.
26 works,
No,
but that's just looping around.
yeah. We want them to be one apart. That's why I stopped at 13 and 14 because they're exactly one apart. So 13 minus 14, or is it minus 13 plus 14? Which one gives you -1?
It would be a negative 14 and 13.
So that's x plus 13, that's minus 14, equals 0. You set them both equal to 0. Could you solve for x for both of those, please?
Okay, so it would be x equals negative 13 and x equals positive 14.
Okay, good. Now let's go back and look which of
We're
those
not
makes
solving
sense.
for x.
Yeah, we gotta do a little bit more. So x is
Oh,
14, so there's 14 minus 2, 14 plus 1. Which one are they asking for?
uh, 14 minus 2?
It says e to y, right? So you gotta
Oh,
find
e to y.
e,
Oh, no,
e,
is there
yeah,
asking for? Yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
trying to find that one there. So e to y is 15.
E to, all
All
right.
right, any questions up before we go to the next one?
No,
All right, okay, so for the next one here, scale factor of 3 to 5, not the best scale factor here, but if you divide both of these by 3, you get 1 to 5/3, and that's the value you're going to multiply by. So you really want to get a 1 for your scale factor, 1 to something, which is what we've got here. That's why I divide them both by 3. So like this 6, you take the 6 and you multiply it by 5/3. What does that become?
6 multiplied by 5. 10.
10. So that's this side here. And so you do the same thing for 12. 12 times 5/3. That'll give you this side over here.
Thing right there.
What do you got for this?
Yeah, 20.
That is 20. And the last one is 15. So 15 times 5/3.
That'd be 25.
All right, now this time it wants the perimeter of the new triangle. Perimeter is adding up all the sides.
Okay, so just 10 plus 20 plus 25.
You got it.
55.
It's 55. Very good. All right. See what we can do on this last one. We're running short on time. Get through it. So we're trying to find, I'll call it like X and Y here. We're trying to find those two. So um 25, believe it or not, goes with 40. So the question is, and we really want to go the other direction. We really want to go from the larger number to the smaller. So it's like 40 times what gets you to 25 is the way to do this. So you divide by 40 and K ends up equaling 25 over 40. But if you divide both by 5, you get 5 over 8. So that means to get X, we're going to take this 22 and multiply it by 5 over 8. Although that doesn't work out super nice. That ends up being 13.75. And then you take 54 and you multiply it by 5 over 8. And that becomes 33.75. So to find the perimeter of that new triangle, it's 25 plus 13.75 plus 33.75. We'll add those up real quick. 72.5. And that's your final answer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that is going to do it for us for today. Good job on getting through this assignment. We're all